For all their bickering, they're pretty in tune with each other. Anyway, that should give us some room to breathe.
Yes. The worst of it is over now.
No. No, 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 no! That black and blue eyesore and his hollow were finally out of the picture! This was supposed to be our golden opportunity! I don't believe this! How barbaric can you get?
You were there back then, too.
A red fairy. I remember Van telling us about this.
Yeah, but we've never seen her in person till now.
So you're the mystery voice we heard.
Ain't that a hoot?
We have a few new faces, I suppose that means another introduction is in order. You may address me as Carmine Altera, the Grendel Zolga's personal hollow. Consider this a reward for all the trouble you've given me. Not everyone gets the privilege of feasting their eyes on a picture of grace like myself.
Grendel Zolga. That must be the Crimson Beast everybody's been talking about.
If you're his hollow, does that make you the same as Mare?
I'll thank you not to mention that vile name in my presence. Just the sound of it grates on my ears. In any event, while I was fortunate enough to recover the data in time, the Demi-Grendel assembly line I labored over is entirely ruined now.
Demi-Grendel?
Is that what you call those shadow monsters?
Yes. You can think of them as unsuccessful Grendels. They can't compare with the genuine article. But I went to great pains putting that system together, which makes you destroying it all the more galling.
So that's what the big old sucker was for.
To be more precise, I was using the Black Aurora as a conduit to borrow processing capacity from Edith's Orbital network. That other obnoxious excuse for a hollow could never have achieved something this complex on her own. I trust it's clear which of us is more capable.
Where did you get the power to pull this off?
Swin?
Excuse me? All of this was my own doing.
I call bunk on that. You swiped that power from a little girl, one we happen to know very well.
This girl you're referring to, could it be...
It's all starting to come together. She was a key player in sorting out that whole retributive tower business, right?
Oh yeah, I heard about that from the professor.
So all of us are on the same page. I'll cut right to the chase then. Lapis has fallen into a coma.
She has?
We just found her one day, all cold and lifeless, like a doll. It was as if an important part of her had been stolen away.
You would accuse me of robbing power from a doll? Ludicrous.
The evidence doesn't lie. All those computational sources you used, the Elysium code was one of them.
Elysium.
Nadia analyzed the data while we were fending off your minions. It's true that Elysium's core systems were wiped out without a trace, but the programming language used to build it, the Elysium code, survived. Thing is, it can't be found on the Orbital, and our friend's the only one who can operate it.
Yeah. So if you manage to use the code, that makes you a dirty thief.
I am Carmine Altera, a one-of-a-kind hollow of splendor and dignity. Say what you will. This power came from me and me alone.
Huh? But that would mean...
There's obviously a connection here, but maybe our initial assumption was off.
Enough of this! Just talking with you people has me on my last nerve. I'm done here.
Wait!
Nadia!
That's...
The Grendel Zolga!
I like the look of this one.
Out of the way! We've still got questions for her.
Swin. Nadia.
Turning tail, huh? And here I was hoping to beat a few answers out of them myself. Well, whatever. That's all the charity you're getting from me. Later, chumps.
Never thought I'd see the day he lent me a hand instead of balling it up into a fist.
I apologize. It was our choice to accept help from a member of the society.
Hey, you know what they say, all's well that ends well. Would have been dicier if I went at it alone. That Crimson Grendel's no joke, though. Makes my skin crawl like nothing I've ever seen.
We've rooted out the source of the network disruptions and foiled a hostile plot, if only for a time. Our work is complete. At least, as far as the request is concerned.
No complaints here. That wraps up another 4 SPG. I'd say we're doing pretty well at this substitute Spriggan thing.
Right? Not to toot my own horn, but I really pulled out the stops this time. Plus, now we finally have a lead on what we've been looking for.
Yeah. All that's left is to follow it.
You said it! We got this, S!
They sure make a dependable duo, huh?
That they do. Job well done, both of you.
Closed the books on another case. Rank up.
Yes! Money!
That's just about perfect.
I did nothing out of the ordinary.
The Girl from Paradise.
Welcome to Paradise.
This was Paradise, and within Paradise lived a little girl, as well as other children around her age. The other children were always toiling away at their work, yet the girl was never asked to do anything at all.
Let me give you a useful tip. Always be sure to say, "It would be my pleasure." Saying sorry just makes them want to hurt you more.
They taught her all she needed to know about their work, but she knew she would never have to apply the knowledge given to her.
So don't worry about me. You just focus on being happy like you always are. You're our princess, and you're really, really important to us. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to see a thing.
But over time, the children began to disappear, one after another after another. In the end, the only other remaining child also disappeared, and the girl had to go to work for the very first time.
You've been nominated. Just do what you usually do.
What I usually do? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me!
They made the girl drink the water of life, like they did with all the other children before her.
What's happening?
What are you going to be today? A sweet doll? A cool boy? Come on over here.
It would be my pleasure.
That was the girl's response, a response that had become routine. That was Paradise.
All of them have gone.
girls' moves were insane!
Awesome!
They're so good!
Encore!
More! So cool! What a show. Their styles of dancing couldn't be more different, yet they blended together so perfectly.
Can't deny it. Those two are always butting heads, but they make for a hell of a team.
I'll call in some backup and prepare your compensation. In return, we'll expect you to dazzle us with a job well done.
And I'll deliver. And once that's all said and done, we can finally get down to brass tacks.
Van, Aaron! It's so good to see you guys again! It feels like it's been forever since we last met up.
Eh, 2 months isn't that long. It feels like it was just yesterday that we were kicking back and shooting the shit. But, time's done a number on you, old fart. You look like you just walked out of a museum display.
Oh, shut the hell up. Say crap like that again and I'm leaving your ass here when we're done.
No, anything but that. He's been causing nothing but trouble since he came back. If only he were more like Fairy. She's so well behaved.
Oh yeah, you were playing the role of priestess in the New Year's festival. Heard you pulled it off without a hitch.
My role was to sing the Song of Flames and perform a dance that's been passed down in our village for generations. They haven't had a substitute in a long while, so it took me longer than I thought it would. I really wish I could have helped you guys out in the capital and Messeldom.
Nah, don't worry about it. We all managed just fine.
Can't believe they chose you for such an important role after your pops disowned you.
Yeah, I can't say I wasn't a little caught off guard. I'm still not sure why they didn't go with Qasim, to be honest.
Guess they could have chosen a male priest. They've done that in the past, yeah?
Well, priestess or no, you'll always be a shrimpy-ass small fry to me, small fry.
And you'll always be a big, immature man-baby to me.
I dare you to say that again!
I'll say it as many times as you like, man-baby.
Pipe down, children. You're gonna give the old boozer a migraine if you keep that up.
Too late. I got one coming on.
Good goddess, Jack. How many bottles have you downed already? I've told you over and over we shouldn't do our intel gathering at a bar, and this is why.
But that's what a bar's for. You wine and dine and booze and schmooze.
Okay then, let's get this party started. Been a while since Small Fry and I took on some 4 SPGs, but we're gonna bring the house down all the same.
So this is the second ward? It feels a bit different from the first.
We never did drop by this place on our last trip, did we? It's got an old-timey feel to it compared to the Liu family's turf. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like the old town of the Eastern Quarter. I dropped by this place a couple of times back when I was still green. By the way, why'd you lie back there in the bar?
The hell do you mean? And what's with that shit-eating grin?
Ashen spilled the beans just before we left. You said it's been a while since you took on some 4 SPGs. But she said that every year, you and your friends would help the townspeople with their issues around the Lunar New Year. Except this year, you spread word that a fixer was in town, gathered requests from the bulletin board, and took them all on. You've been a 4 SPG resolving machine!
They weren't called 4 SPGs, they were just normal-ass requests. And I only did it that way because it was more efficient.
Is Longport's little prodigy getting embarrassed? Even you have a cute side.
Don't you freaking dare! Damn it, Ashen. That girl needs to learn when to keep her damn trap shut.
Alright, I'll pump the brakes. If Jack's intel is on the mark, they should be hiding somewhere around here.
Yeah, the remnants of the Lai family have been seen coming and going from this place. I'm also keeping my eye out for a cowardly bastard who was spying on Ashen at the theater. He's also been seen around this area, according to Sid. Once we put that shard search function to work, their hideout will be as good as found. I know our main goal is to find the next piece of the 8th Genesis. But we can have a little fun before then. Let's bust some heads and kick some traitor ass! Just don't get too cocky out there, alright?
Funny. I was just about to tell you the same thing.
Great minds think alike.